Hi guys, welcome back and namaste. Welcome to another spiritualistic message from your spirit guides. Please go ahead and close your eyes if you need to, or use your intuition. You can pause the video if need be. Please select one of the three groups, and I will go ahead and post the timestamps to your reading below. So choose number 1, group number 2, or number 3, and I will see you at your reading. Hi there. If you selected the first group, then you chose this channeling through music card. You're very guided and protected at this time, and you are definitely being shown directions which are good for you to go in at this time. You are focusing on opening up your receiving channels here with the bass note, and you're noticing the cyclical nature of life. Also, 2.5, oh, there's a little treble clef here too. 2.5 could be significant for you at this time. It's like, okay, a little bit more than 2 and not quite enough to make 4, right? So this lets me know that you are more than halfway through a realization or a process that has to do with some kind of karma that you've been walking through, or situation that you find yourself in again and again. Now, the word muse in music is coming out to me, so there could be something in your life that's inspiring you to take a new creative direction in your life. You could also be working on channeling a little bit. When we channel through music, songs come to our head, or we know that particular lyrics or tunes or something is significant to our journey, our path, that they're trying to tell us messages. Now, your angels are trying to let you know something that has to do with balancing your light and your dark aspects of yourself. Now, with let's see, the treble clef is a little bit darker. Like, there's not a lot of space in there, and the bass clef is more open. So this lets me know that you are also working on polarizing. It could be that your feminine energies you're tuning into your dark feminine energy and your light masculine energy. There's this energy here of polarizing and repolarizing. So things are kind of flipping around and then unflipping and then reflipping. And this is to show you like cyclical nature of things. It's reminding me of the Fibonacci spiral, how it gets closer in the center. This indicates 3.5 loops, and here we have 2.5, which indicates that you are closer than you think. There's only one more go around of this cycle, whatever it is, and you're trying to pick up on the messages that are coming to you through music. So you could be listening to like your playlist on shuffle. You could be like channeling songs you don't even know, like the lyrics to, and they're just coming through your head. You look them up and there's messages for you. And then also IC is standing out, so indigo child could be significant also. So we're going to take a look at the astrology dice. All right, 5. You are finding more fun and romance, but there are also changes that are happening in your life. These are karmic and have to do with your inner child healing. Now, you're very, very creative and expressive at this time. You're also connecting more with your intuition and your emotions with Pisces. Now, Saturn is ruled by Capricorn and the number 10. So this lets me know that you are finishing up a karmic cycle in which you are healing your inner child and you're finding more play in your day. This is because you deserve it, and there's positive karma that's coming towards you, but you are finishing going through the thick of it. And when you do, there are blessings on the other side, but you must first open up your heart and be aware of the emotions that are coming through. Now, music is a great way to get in touch with your emotions, because if there's anything that you're processing that's a little bit difficult for you, you can always tune into somebody else's tune, somebody else's lyrics, and we all experience in different ways the same energies, right? Through different situations, different emotions, different things come up for different people, but the actual, like, the 12 houses remain the same, right? The zodiac remains the same, but we all encounter them differently. So by listening to the way that other people encounter energies, it can actually help you process your own. So there's definitely an aspect of inner child healing. You could be playing a lot of music, you could be writing a lot of music, or you could just be working on grounding yourself, because Saturn is Capricorn, which is definitely the strict teacher, but it's also very determined and work-oriented. So with that being said, I'm going to actually start off with the Ascended Masters Oracle today. Artistic Expression wanted to come out with Paul the Venetian in the pre-shuffle, so we'll see what they have to say for you today. Oh, there we go. We have Health and Healing with Hilarion, and also Balanced Career and Home Life with Isis. Now, this is definitely another aspect of balancing the light and dark energies of yourself. If you'll notice, we have a light being that is masculine, and we have a dark being, which is feminine. So this is absolutely significant of you balancing your light and dark aspects of yourself. Now, you are tuning into your health a little bit more. Your daily routine is coming into focus, but not as much as your inner child healing. You are experiencing some kind of Kundalini awakening, and your third eye is opening. through this, you're feeling more of a connection to the divine, but let's be honest here, most of the focus is on your heart and on your intuition. This is leading you towards detachment and spiritual travel in some way. You could be connecting with the angelic realms, and you could be also doing some journeying at this time through your meditation. Ooh, confirmation. So we have balance, career, and home life with Isis. Now this is very indicative of the Capricorn energy that wanted to come out. 5 is also Leo, which indicates focusing on yourself. There's definitely a large focus on putting yourself first, and also having strength through the situation. You are almost done. Now, with Isis, balance, career, and home life, this is a Capricorn and Cancer duality type of energy. So there's definitely this energy of being too strict with, or too busy and then too not busy. And there's this energy of you trying to keep yourself busy in order to prevent yourself from diving into your health or something that makes you feel comfortable. Now, at the same time, when you dive into what it is that you really like, it opens up your heart chakra and it causes you to potentially journey and expand your awareness, expand your consciousness, really. And as this happens, this can be a little bit overwhelming, especially if you're new at it, which is where this Pisces energy is coming up. Now, Pisces is the artist of the zodiac, so this lets me know you could be actually making art in some way, shape, or form, and this is definitely meant to help you with your healing process. You are focusing on your health mostly, first and foremost, at this time, and you could be feeling just extra called to take more care of your body so that you can better support the vibrational changes that are going on within your being. With balance, career, and home life, again, notice how she is all draped in gold here. You could have definitely a strong focus on your career, your financial aspects, and just your job, your monetary stability, your home stability at the same time. There's a big, big focus on making sure that you're stable at home. Now, Isis, I-S-I-S. Also, I'm seeing kind of like lil sis. So there could be like some kind of energy around you that is very supportive to you, but it's actually bringing you more anxiety than it is help. Now, this is because they care about you, but they're not you, right? Only you know what's going on within you. And what's going on within you is deep cellular healing, which is absolutely beautiful. You've been through a lot, I can tell with the Saturn here, but it's caused you to become more creative. It's caused you to tune into this. It's almost like your last resort, like your last ditch effort. I'm also hearing Papa Roach in my head, so this is my last resort. So, number 5, again, Leo energy does indicate changes. It can be challenges, but for this to come before the Saturn, this is indicating that you likely were having a little bit too much play in your day, and then you decided to tighten it up a little bit. As you did this, you're starting to balance, and this energy actually helped heal your inner child. 5 does also indicate children, which can indicate, again, if there's like a little, like somebody in your life that is feminine and younger than you or smaller than you, that is type of a guide or source of anxiety for you. I'm mostly feeling this as a positive energy with the best intention at heart, but you have to do things at your own pace, at your own speed. Now, number 5 does indicate changes, as I said, but it can also indicate play and romance. So there's definitely an aspect of needing stability before you open yourself up, but you realize you have been opening up yourself to art, to music, to some kind of artistic expression that is very, very significant and important to you. Now, you have fertility at the bottom of the deck, which is just confirmation here that you do not need to worry about your material abundance. It is here. It is not going anywhere. Your focus right now is on the internal aspects of your life. You're working on some shadow work. You're working on completing cycles. Pisces is number 12 and Capricorn is number 10. Both of these indicate completing cycles and total completion, finishing death and rebirth. So with so we have a fire, we have a earth, and we have a water element here, which let me know that everything is going well in your life except your communication. There's a lot of things left unsaid at this point in time, and also your mind could be racing quite a bit. You're trying to focus on keeping everything grounded, keeping your emotions in check, and making sure that you keep having that spark that you need to continue going about your day and pouring it into not only what you usually do in your routine, but also the extra bits of health and healing that you are deciding to implement into your day. Let's get into the tarot. So today I'm going to be using the Hermetic Tarot. This will help shed some more clarity on your situation. We will pull some advice after that. I'm hearing pull from the bottom. So there are things that are left either unseen or unsaid for you at this time. So we have Fortitude, which is the card of Leo. It's also number 8, which indicates Scorpio, Pluto, and just transformation in general, also shadow aspects. But this is the card of Leo, which is strength. It is the lion. It is putting yourself first in all situations. And we do have the North Node as well. I think that this was meant to be a Leo, but it is the North Node, which indicates that you're growing into what you were meant to be. You are experiencing your full potential. You're growing into it, and you're noticing which energies with Pisces that you tend to lean into a little bit that are not actually as good for you as you thought. It could be that this is your comfort zone, and these are something that you're very, very good at. Now, your South Node in your chart and your North Node indicate the greatest blessings and tools that you have in your life. These are the things that you are the best at, and your South Node is what you kind of came into this life talented at, and your North Node is what you are growing into. Now, we are meant to balance these two energies into the axis point in the center so that we can reach our full potential. With Queen of Pentacles, I can see here that you likely, the energy that you were inclined to lean into as you were a child, likely music or something to do with the cycle that you're going through. Also, 4 is the number of home life. So this could have something to do with some kind of artistic expression that is keeping you stable. And you're trying to be strong because you're at this point where you are doing some shadow work and transformation of yourself, but you're realizing that there were maybe some aspects of your day-to-day life that were causing more harm than good with this flame coming out. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, this indicates that you are very financially comfortable at this time. You feel pretty good where you're at, and you don't feel the need for change except for from within. So this is definitely bringing up an energy of, well, you're fine in the physical, but your mental, your spiritual, and your heart are calling you towards something else. And it doesn't mean that you need to let go of this energy. It just means that there are some cellular changes that are going on within your being. Now, with the Star, I can see here that there's something that you really, really want. There's something that, with the King of Pentacles, something that you see as your equal in stability, or you see a some kind of stable opportunity in front of you in the current moment. You're trying to balance yourself out so that you can feel confident and comfortable enough to grab at this energy. The Star does indicate healing as well, and it did fall underneath the healing card. So your first priority right now is keeping yourself in check, keeping yourself on lock, because it's very important for you that you focus. It's important to you that you keep everything at a light-hearted, fun energy. You just want things to be easy. You want things to flow. I can see here that you've had a lot of struggles in your life before, and you worked very hard to get to where you're at. So because of this, you want to make sure that everything that you have done stays exactly where you put it. Peacock and Kabbalah could be significant to you for some reason, like Kabbalism, or there could be an energy of like showing off in some way, shape, or form, or the Star, literally, you could be in the public eye. This is the card of Aquarius, which indicates that there is some kind of humanitarian efforts, or at least part of what you're focusing on is not only for yourself. Now, it's interesting that we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, which are counterparts, but this indicates your past and this indicates your present. This is telling me that with the Queen of Pentacles in your past and the King of Pentacles here, you likely were a little more emotional in your past, and this is what you used in order to ground your current comfortability, let's say. With the King of Pentacles in the present energy, there's an energy of now you want to continue to have everything grounded. Now, Aquarius is air, which is also a masculine energy. So right now you're in a very, very masculine energy, which you're not really used to being in. It could be that you've grown into this. You've taken a lot of pride in your masculinity, and there's an energy of acting, continuing to move, continuing to take actions and motions towards what it is that you want in life. You feel like you're balanced, you feel like you're at a great place, and then you realize that no amount of physical success will bring you fulfillment on the inside. And you're noticing that there is some kind of heart-centered awakening, heart-centered awareness and spiritual awakening that is ahead for you on the path. And you don't necessarily see how this is going to turn out, but you are picking up that this is something that is healthy for you. Because you're in this because you're in this masculine energy, this feminine energy is likely a little bit challenging for you because it makes you feel a little bit unstable, even though you are not, because you've worked hard to get there. But if you notice, this feminine energy was in your past, and it was actually what led you to become so successful, because you were picking up on, I'm seeing channeling standing out, and number 5, you were using emotions, changes, romance, play. You were using this energy of lightheartedness and expression, full authentic expression, in order to get where you are. And it's almost like that energy left a little bit. Now it's entirely masculine, and with all this masculine energy, there is now a feminine aspect that's trying to sneak back into your life. Feminine energy does rule the top 3 chakras, which are your throat, your pineal gland, and your crown chakra. So there's definitely a focus on speaking your heart, speaking your mind, getting intuitive downloads and clearing your mind, not overthinking things, and then also connecting to the divine, being aware that you can ground as much as you want, you can work, you can always take productive action towards what you want, but at the end of the day, there always has been and always will be something out there that is greater than you. Now, whether you look at this, no matter how you look at this, there will always be some kind of aspect of the cosmos. Cosmos just exist. We are a part of the cosmos are a part of us. So, as you're grounded, you're very, very focused on the cosmos are a part of me. But as you tune into your feminine energy, you're realizing, oh, I am also a part of the cosmos. So you're expanding, you are getting larger cellularly. And this is a really beautiful energy that will actually help you to create more money and financial abundance in the future. But it makes sense why this would feel like a threat, because what it's doing is expanding your mind. So in order to clear this, first, your mind is going to go through a race, which is probably why we were feeling the spirals here. But you are not alone. You're definitely guided and protected by angels, passed on loved ones. And you're noticing the cycles here with DS Al-Koda, which let me know that as you're balancing your masculine and feminine energy, your feminine is a little bit more blocked, and it's about half as good, or like, it's about half as good at, not good, but clear as your masculine energy. You're very, very comfortable in your masculine energy. Now, again, this music is coming up, so I would definitely say put your playlist, close your eyes, focus an intention to ask your angels, your spirits, your guides for messages. Put a playlist on shuffle and see what comes up. You might be surprised what messages you receive. They could be guidance, it could be emotional support, it can be really anything. Just set the intention so that you know that that's what comes out. Again, faith over fear all day. You have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so this is a fear. It's also kind of, so you have a fear that in the future, if you dive into this more ethereal energy, you are going to lose some kind of material gain that you've gotten. We have Taurus with Mercury, which indicates you're very comfortable with the way that you express yourself, and this likely has to do with your physical appearance or your material objects. 5 of Swords with Venus and Aquarius, you don't want to put other people ahead of you, because you have done that enough to the point where you are a little bit worried about doing anything except for Leo, number 5, and Strength, putting yourself first. I can see here that you have had to go through a lot in order to get to where you are today. But I can also tell that one of your greatest superpowers is your empathy. It is actually how much you care for others and how deeply that you feel. But this likely caused you a lot of pain in the past. And you needed to learn how to process this, do the shadow work so that you can reconnect with your inner child and find what actually brought you to your artistic expression in the first place. Now, that's why something is coming up in the present moment that is almost challenging this. It's trying to encourage you to take those steps of healing and treat yourself a little bit kinder so that you can actually balance your career and home life, because it seems that your career was perhaps balanced or your home life was perhaps balanced, but the emotional part was not balanced. You did not feel okay. You just were physically doing okay, if that makes sense. You were getting physically stronger, but emotionally weaker. Or you were feeling intuitively down than you used to be when you were a child. And it could be that you're reconnecting with these old energies. You are afraid of losing things, but I want to remind you, Group 1, that things need to fall apart before they can come back together. Whenever you clean your house, what do you have to do? You have to make it a little bit messier. You have to put the laundry everywhere before you can fold it and put it away, you know? So there's this energy definitely of doing shadow work, diving within, going through the mess and sorting it out, clearing it, transmuting this energy so that you can get rid of these fears. Now we do have 555, which indicates a great change in your life. This is big, and this is going to be physical as well as emotional, but there will be physical changes that come in your life. You could be feeling called to travel. You could be feeling called to move. But you are so comfortable where you're at, you feel like you've already reached your wish fulfillment, so why aren't you feeling fulfilled on the inside? Now, this is where channeling through music is coming up again, because Saturn is the strict teacher. You've been very, very strict on yourself, and it's helped you get where you are. And this is a lesson that you learned and are very, very good at. I'm seeing a hummingbird, so this can indicate, well, it can be a sign for you in the first place, but it's also a sign of spirit, of flexibility, of being able to pivot at a moment's notice. And this is something that you're being guided towards. You want to change something about your physical realm, but this will encourage or require a change of mindset. Now, you've been putting yourself first, which is very healthy. We always encourage you to do this, but it's time that you are being called to open up to others. You just don't want to get hurt, which is entirely understandable. But again, we need to have faith over fear and always trust that you have yourself and trust that you won't be guided towards anything that's not meant for you. Even your troubles, the happiest days and the worst days of your life, they were all meant in order to create who you are today. And if you don't allow more energies into your life, you will continue to stay stuck. I want to pull some advice from the Light Seers Tarot here. We have the Empress and the Lovers coming out at the bottom of the deck. So there's a decision that you have to make, likely involving opening up your heart in some way, shape, or form to another person, another energy, another something. You see a lot of potential here, and you want to create something here. Also, there's a lot of artistic expression that's coming out here, as well as Gemini. This is the Gemini card, and number 3 is Gemini as well. So this indicates that there's communication. There's a lot of communication that is left unsaid. Both of these are at the bottom of the deck, and this is just the pre-shuffle. So you are receiving more information than you are giving, and it's causing you to it's causing quite of a emotional reaction for you. But it's important that you stay grounded, but you're being called to observe why it's bringing such an emotional reaction up for you. It's likely that there's not much communication in the situation and that your mind is racing. Now, if you want your mind to stop racing, your thoughts and your communication are both ruled by air. So let it out, whether that be expressing the way that you think, expressing the way that you feel, or just writing it down. Getting it out, at least getting the energy out in some way, shape, or form, will help you a lot too. So, all right, you are being encouraged as your advice to take a step, slow but steady, take a step in this direction, feel it out, because there will be success here. It will make you very happy. There is an energy of celebration and community that is here. This is not something that is going to leave you out in the cold, as you might fear. There's the Empress wanting to come out again. There is a lot of potential in the situation, and it will make you fully happy, but it's really that you are working on processing through these fears, because there's likely a past energy that you're still holding onto within your chakras, within your energy, within your mind or heart, that is blocking you from taking the steps that you actually feel called to take. So trust that when you receive messages through music, trust that they are messages, and trust that things repeat themselves so that you can learn a lesson. It's like when we see DSL coda in music, right? You go back to the beginning and you continue the repeat sign like over and over and over again until, well, it's time to move on. And that's exactly what's going on here. You've been repeating the same cycle until it's time to move on. And that's what you're being encouraged to do now here. But I can see that you want to take slow, steady action here, and that's totally normal. It's fine. You want to make sure that you are comfortable, especially with all of these new intuitive downloads and spiritual expansion that you are experiencing. It's very likely that you want to create something new that makes you feel more fulfilled about the way that you go about your career and home life. And you want to express this. You just don't want to lose what you already have. But I can tell that by expressing your emotions throughout your art, it will actually bring you more physical abundance in order to make the changes that you would like in your life. Now, if you speak your mind and you don't focus as much on the material possession, but you focus on what brought you there in the first place, I can see here that your future does not indicate any mental anguish. But until you have that faith, until you have that trust, until you let go and let God, so to speak, the 5 and the Saturn will continue to throw you through this loop where you're feeling challenged and you're feeling like it's hard to make a change, because this is karma for you. There's some kind of element of your inner child that you do not want to admit. And this has to do with opening up your intuition, connecting to something greater than yourself, your divine, releasing that ego and letting go and letting God or source or light or the cosmos or whatever. We don't need to put a stamp on it. And really expressing yourself fully and freely and like allowing yourself to giggle and be goofy and silly. And there's definitely an energy here of you feeling fulfilled when you decide to take that step. 19 indicates personal freedom. The sun is also a card of Leo. So this indicates that you are taking a step in the right direction. You already know what it is that you want. You know that this will fulfill you. 19 equals 10 in numerology, and 10 is 5 twice, which lets me know that you've likely hit this cycle twice. 2.5, that's where this 2.5 was coming from. So you've gone through the cycle 2.5 times, and you're like, do I really want to do this one more round? And the answer is yes, because it will bring you financial abundance, personal fulfillment, and spiritual awakening and awareness. But you need to muster up that strength in order to take the step at your own pace. But it's very important that you utilize your feminine energy, your intuition, your emotions, in order to in order to ground this energy into existence. Now, this is something that you really want. You can tell this, but it will require healing. It will also help you heal as long as you stay open to it. Now, we have number 17 here, which indicates a balance between yourself and others, your relationship versus like focusing on the relationships in your life versus focusing on yourself. It's also comes to a number 8, which indicates a perpetual loop, a cycle, and material abundance. Now, there's something that you feel. Maybe you feel like you've always been connected to a particular energy, and now it's showing up in your life in a physical manner. You're afraid that it's going to leave you, but it's always been with you, and it seems like it may be just grounded into your life. So, if you feel strong enough to make the change that you want, you will find personal happiness and fulfillment. I would like to pull some more advice for you, just to close off the reading here. I'm going to be using the Starseed Oracle deck, which I love. Yeah, so I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. I'm hearing don't worry about it as much. Things will happen the way that they're supposed to, and in divine timing. You don't need to focus, or you don't need to rush anything. You don't need to stress. Ooh, holy moly, lots of messages for you today. Don't stress about the timing. Don't stress about things going any particular way. Know that what is meant for you is yours already, always has been, and always will be. Know that as long as you are maintaining your best vibration that you possibly can, everything that matches your energy will be magnetized to you. If you are manifesting happiness, you will get happiness. Oh, you got the love, Hadrian energy. Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. So you've been focusing on your boundaries. You don't want to feel dependent on anything or anyone other than yourself, but you still want to open up your heart. You still want to open up your intuition. You still want to be open to the breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Exactly. So don't try to micromanage the universe. Something came into your life so that you can experience it. So if you continue to neglect it, you will continue to go through this loop of it trying to knock on your door and you not answering the door, but it's still going to be there. When you open the door, there will still be a package there. It's just, do you choose to open up the door with love or not? If you don't want codependency in your life, you want to maintain boundaries, absolutely enforce them. Your boundaries are the most important thing. Your comfortability is very important. Your financial and physical stability is very important, but it's equally as important as your connection to the divine. That's what you're realizing, is that your crown chakra and your root chakra are equally as important. They're equally as present. Same with your sacral chakra and your pineal gland. Equally as important, equally as present, right? And there's this energy of your throat versus your solar plexus. It's like there's an aspect of your ego not wanting to allow you to speak your truth because there's a lot of pressure going on in your heart. You could be feeling your heart racing a lot, a little bit of shortness of breath. Here, practice your pranayama, practice your breath exercises, diaphragmatic breathing, and also breath retention exercises will help you a lot in order to process this energy. Also, if you're dealing with a lot of emotions and you're dealing with your intuition expanding, drink more water, spend more time around bodies of water, take an extra shower, visualize your aura cleansing, things like this. Water rules your emotions and it also rules your intuition. So as you drink more water, you're around more water, it will actually help you process these emotions and expand your intuition a little bit. We do have the 3 of Cups, which does let me know that you are not alone, particularly in this. There's an energy that's trying to kind of guide you from behind a little bit without you seeing it. And this is the element of air, which is interesting. Number 3 is air. We do have a little dipper here. So there's definitely an energy of a divine connection or some kind of spiritual connection that is trying to bring you clarity, but only if you were there to accept it. There's definitely celebration. There's definitely victory here. There's a lot of happiness in the situation, but it seems like you're getting in your own way in a sense, Group 1, because there's something that you have worked so hard for. It's like you've been working very, very hard on yourself, very, very hard on your life in order to get to this point of your life. And now the reward is here and you don't want to trust that you can take it. But do you trust that you've put in the work? Do you trust that you're enough? Do you trust that you're ready? Because the universe thinks that you are, your angels think that you are. And if you listen to music, you will get a lot more answers than you think that you will. Set your intention and have faith. That's all I have for you today, Group 1. I really hope this helped shed light and clarity on your situation. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated or helped you out at all, please drop a like, comment, or subscribe. It helps me continue making content for you. You're beautiful, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this realm. I want to remind you that you are enough and you are perfect because you exist. Nothing more, nothing less. Period. I love you, and namaste. Hi there, group 2. Welcome and namaste. If you selected this card, then this reading is for you. It says, when you close your eyes, what do you see? With a little heart. So this lets me know that you are definitely getting intuitive downloads at this time. You could be very active in the dream realms. You could be receiving a lot of messages, or you could be very intuitive in some way, and whatever is coming through does not match your physical realm. Or it's very possible that you have a dream that you are working on or that you are trying to build, and it's very important that you hold your vision at this time. This is all about feminine energy and then using that to create something. Also, there's something that makes you feel very, very happy, very, very fulfilled, and just makes your heart warm and fuzzy. You maybe feel like you don't see this in your future, or you question how it could be connected or how it could fall into your future. But then it begs the question again, when you close your eyes, what do you see? Also, there's a little ellipses here, which is also reminding me of like ellipses, like on a chart, right? So that could be significant. Also, you could be getting into math or like a parabola. Okay. So I'm going to roll the astrology dice to see what we got today. Okay, you have Capricorn, Jupiter, and 6. Whew. Working hard for your money. Work hard for your money. So you are focusing on your daily routine, and you are definitely showing up. You are determined. You are not taking no for an answer. You are completing cycles in your life, and you are action-oriented. You're spending a lot of time alone right now, and as you're doing this, you are healing yourself and others. Because of this, there are great blessings that are coming into your life. You are learning a lot, and everything you touch is turning to gold. If you, however, are too strict for yourself, that will expand. If you focus on healing, that will expand. If you focus on being yourself or your future, as it's turned to a 9, that will expand. So whatever you are putting your attention on, which brings me to this, hold your vision. Whatever your mind, you are manifesting so powerfully right now. So whatever it is that you see when you close your eyes, whatever your vision is, whatever it is that you want, hold your vision and it will expand. You're learning a lot about manifestation at this time, and there are a lot of blessings that are trying to come into your life. Now, the more that you heal and the more that you spend time alone in meditation and focusing on your daily routine, just continuing to show up, the closer you're drawing these blessings towards you. I'm going to pull, positive change with Parvati, and stay focused. Get it. So, group 2, I'm going to pull your Ascended Masters Oracle deck. I'm going to see what they want to say. Whoop. Okay, health and healing. Oh, we got this in group 1. There could be messages for you in group 1 as well if you felt called to that. Never feel like you only need to listen to one pile. Oop. And find the blessing in your current situation with Krishna. Beautiful. We got 2 energies of masculine energy here. This indicates that you are seeing the connection behind all things, and as you do this, you are experiencing some cellular healing. Now, as this is going on, Rishikesh could be significant. You could be practicing yoga. Also, Krishna in Hinduism is like everything as one. It is God. Like they say there's Vishnu, Brahma, Maheshvara, but Krishna is it's like every aspect, every particle of God. It is like another way, essentially, it is the being of the cosmos. It is the cosmos manifest. Just like you are, group 2. But when you close your eyes, what do you see? Now, there's a lot of focus on your masculine energy right now. You are grounding your vision, you are grounding your communication, and you're grounding what's in your heart. As you do this, you are stepping into your masculine energy and you're creating something new. Now, it's very likely you've needed to be extraordinarily focused here, but you're creating positive changes in your life, again with Jupiter. You are learning through within. You're understanding that you can only understand things as well as you understand yourself. You can only learn the cosmos as much as you learn yourself. And as you learn one, you learn the other, and everything is synchronistic like this. So, when it comes to your mind ruling your reality, you are really, really understanding the depth of the control that your thoughts have on your manifestations and your physical reality. This is absolutely insane, and it's very beautiful energy. Orange is the color of creation. It is the color card that I chose for the spread today, but this is definitely bringing like an aspect of there's some kind of creative project you've been working on, or there's something that you want to start, but it requires that you close your eyes and spend some time in meditation. Now, if you've been slacking on your meditation a little bit, group 2, I would like to suggest to you that you take a little bit of time out of your day, or even pause the video right now and close your eyes, center your energy, and take some deep breaths. Elements that are coming out here: a lot of earth energy and fire and air. Now, what you're missing here is water, which rules the creative center. So, as you are expressing yourself, and as you are, essentially what I'm saying is put a little bit more into your emotions, but don't allow your emotions to control your outcome. What this means is that it's very important right now that you are paying attention to your routine. Of course, you are showing up at work, you're dedicated, and you are being determined and a little bit strict with yourself. You see your blessings that are on the way, but the more that you express yourself, and the gentler you are with your emotions, and the more of a balance you find in your emotions, and the more you trust your intuition, the closer your blessings are going to get. This is all about allowing yourself to put yourself first, but being happy where you're at the same time. We can always look forward, we can always look backwards, but no matter what, you're always going to be in the present moment. If you are continually trying to hit the next goalpost, or you're trying to hit the next milestone, you're always going to be in an energy of trying to hit the next milestone. It's important that you remember, especially right now, especially seeing intuitively probably that your blessings are on the way, or you're working very, very hard in order to show up for yourself or someone else, or whatever the situation pertains to. It's so important that you realize that you have everything that you need and nothing that you don't, all the time, especially right now. If there's some kind of energy of concern for stability in your financial or physical areas of life, trust that you have everything that you need and then some. Your blessings are already creeping up on you. They are here currently in your current situation. So if you open up your eyes again and just see things a little bit differently, because what you might see as a curse or as a struggle or as a challenge or obstacle, it might actually be the blessing. I saw a meme the other day that was somebody like walking through a wall, and it said the obstacle is your path. And I think that that's kind of relevant here. Not to say that you should work on things that are difficult for you, but this is showing you something in your energy that you respond to either emotionally or mentally. And this is really important to take note of, because energy is fluid. Everything is fluid, and we are energy beings. So if there's any energy at all whatsoever that is triggering something or bringing something up, this is for us to use, to take notice of, and for us to learn was divinely brought into our life for a particular reason, because there is a lesson here. The lesson is your blessing. So your blessing is here. It's already around you. You just need to open up your eyes to it. And if you're having a hard time seeing it, close your eyes and reopen them again, because your mind manifests your reality. And I will say it again. It's so, so important for you to recognize this, because if you tell yourself that everything is going to be chaotic, you will open up your eyes and see chaos. If you tell yourself that everything is going to flow, you will open up your eyes and you will see flow. You can see chaos you can see chaos where there's flow. You can see flow where there's chaos. It all has to do with your perception. It is so important. I think that's why you've been spending a lot of time alone lately. It's important for you to reflect on your own mindset, work on that mental healing, put yourself first, focus on your material stability and on your inner fortitude. Now, you've been doing a lot of healing, and this has to do with your work. In some way, your work is tied in with your healing. 6 is your daily routine, Virgo, right? Showing up, it's exercising, it's your pets, it's cooking your food every day, it's doing your laundry. And 10 is Capricorn, which is determined. It is work, it's career, it's a money mindset. Capricorn is it's the successful business sign of the zodiac. Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius, but it's important that you're not allowing what you're working on to take away from your personal freedom. And you're noticing that you can intertwine these things together. That's the point. That's the blessing, is that these things do go together. Is that you are seeing, when you close your eyes, you're seeing the same reality that's in front of your face, but you're seeing them as different. So it's important to wonder and just spend some time meditating on why it is that you're registering them as two different things when they are one and the same. These things go together. And these are pieces of the puzzle that have been given to you by your higher self and the universe and your angel spirits and guides in order for you to learn something. This likely has to do with your health and healing, or there's a big focus on your health and healing, particularly with Capricorn and Virgo here. And with Hilarion, I'm like seeing the word hilarious. It's almost like funny how hard you're pushing yourself in order to figure out a particular situation where the answer is right in front of your face. That was a channel message for somebody. Now with Krishna, See how he's playing the flute. The flute literally could be significant for you. Or notice how his pinkies are up, which is kind of significant because pinkies indicate it's fire. So it's like you don't want to let more fire into your life. This whole card is blue, which is like air. If you're afraid of letting passion into your life for some reason, there's a lack of acceptance of your own passion, of your own spirituality, of your own inclination, of your own self-freedom. And that's because it's right in front of your face. Everything that you need to create the life that you want is right in front of your face, but you're afraid to feel passionate about it. You're afraid to go there because what happens with fire is, what if it burns you? And I think that's a lesson that you're learning right now, is that fire does burn things down, but it also creates things. Fire sparks consciousness, but it created the universe out of literally primordial chaos. But at the same time, it rules spirituality. It rules creativity. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, like every reader everywhere says all the time. I'm going to get into your tarot. I want to see what Krishna is trying to tell you, because there's definitely a message here about the way that your daily routine is structured. I saw the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. You could be standing in... oh my gosh, the Emperor and the Empress. Okay. You're balancing yourself and you're calling something into your life with 3 and 4. You are creating a stable home life for yourself, but you need to put yourself first and stay true to your values. There's something that you really want and you see it when you close your eyes, but you don't want to compromise everything that you've worked hard for in order to get it. There's this energy of your balance and you don't want anything to throw you off balance. I feel called to remind you that balance only exists because of the lack thereof, same as everything else. So... Knight of Wands, you feel so passionate about something, but you don't want it to knock you down. You don't want to indulge in pleasure and then have it taken away. Can I get some flyers, please? The angel spirits and guides of group number 2, please send me the most direct and precise message that will help the most beneficial way. We have King of Swords. Okay, so this is about speaking your mind fearlessly. This is about taking first quick impulsive action and death and rebirth. With Scorpio. Great transformation is going on here. Now with Scorpio, this is the Scorpion, and this is not a feel-good sign. Scorpio does not feel good. That is why Scorpios are Scorpios. But it's important to remember that this is transformation. This is growth. This is something burning down so that it can be rebuilt. Scorpio is like fire and water, which is Pitta in Ayurveda. So this could be that... like there's like a sword, or this death, his like axe is going through the skull. He's stepping on a scorpion. It's like you are afraid of even diving into this energy, because if you speak your truth, what if you spend a little bit of air here and it sets the fire like crazy? You are not compromising your morals here. You have your mind set in a particular direction, and it's very, very grounded and masculine. You are very, very focused on your work. You're very focused on your routine, and you don't really want to let anything else into your energy at this time. But for some reason, you're being called to do so. There's something in your certain situation, your current situation, that was divinely brought to you, and you see it when you close your eyes. You see it all over everything when you close your eyes. And when you open up your eyes, you see a structure that you have built, where you either need to create room for something new in your life, or there is the answer you're searching for right in front of you. Now, with the 8 of Swords, so your blessings are knocking on your door right now, and you've definitely been putting in a lot of work. There's an energy of really focusing so much, of like gripping. You don't want to lose what you have, so you're holding on to it very, very tightly. There's an energy of you are speaking your mind more. You're being more open. You're saying screw it a little bit more. There's a little bit of Aries energy that I'm like feeling, a little bit of like putting yourself first and just going for it impulsively anyway, regardless of the outcome. And that's what you're being called towards. I think this is part of your healing right now. Virgo is the perfectionist. It's so strict. And Capricorn is literally the sign of strictness. And Jupiter expands these things. And you are trying to be so strict with yourself that you expand into something more beautiful. But what you're focusing your energy onto is strict routine. And so if you're focusing your energy on strict routine, it's not allowing the room for what it is that you want to enter into your life. This doesn't mean you need to change your routine. It doesn't mean you need to change what you're doing or how you're doing it. It means you need to change your mindset. Now, Mars can be anger, it can be frustration, but it can also be like kinkiness and like passion and like happiness and like creative expression. So there's an energy of where are you putting your attention? What are you being determined and strict about? Because is it seeing your blessings? Is it living in gratitude? Is it opening up your heart? Or is it showing up to work and then doing your work and then saying what needs to be said? Because there's this monotony that I can tell that you're feeling a little bit, and it's all because you're trying to ground these blessings that you can feel with your spiritual impulses. But if you're so strict about the way that things go, then the universe will have a harder time bringing your blessings to you because you are trying to control the outcome. But this is like the dualistic nature here. You can control what you can control, and you can't control what you can't control. You can send your manifestation out to the universe, and what's meant for you will come towards you as long as you're in the energy of receiving it. You need to match that vibration, and you need to be open to receiving. And I can see here that you are working so hard on matching that vibration that you're not opening up to receiving, or that you're so open to receiving that you're not matching the vibration. It's one or the other. There's definitely an energy of this trying to come into your life very quickly and instantly, but it's requiring a little bit more healing on your part. There's something about your health that you're not entirely focused on. I'm getting breath work. Maybe you're neglecting your breath work at this time. And also these eyes. Something about the health of your eyes, or using too much of your intuition to the point where it's affecting your ability to ground yourself. Find the blessing in your current situation over the Three of Pentacles is saying that you have a community around you. There are people in your life that love you very much, and they're willing to help you out. It could be that you are currently receiving help, and you're currently receiving the information that you need in order to create this loop. But there's a little bit of Gemini energy going back and forth here about whether or not you deserve your blessings, because you are always trying to get to the next one, right? But your blessings are in your face. You've already received what you asked for in the past. So when you're in the present looking for the future, when you're in that future, it will be the present, and there's something else to continue looking forward to. So group 2, if you feel like you're being really strict with yourself, these cards are challenging you to change your perception a little bit, be a little more carefree in your expression, and don't be as strict on yourself. The opposite of Virgo is Pisces. So allow yourself to tune into your healer. Allow yourself to tune into your inner child, to have a little more play in your life, a little more artistic expression. With Capricorn, the opposite is Cancer. So allow yourself to spend some time like fixing up your home, making yourself cozy and comfortable and happy, and nurturing yourself. Health is standing out again. So make sure that you're eating enough and of the right foods. If you are very, very strict, for example, on your exercise routine, don't beat yourself up if you take a day off. Don't starve yourself. Don't focus on what's to come next. Focus on the way that you feel in the present moment, because this will lead you to immense gratitude, like radical gratitude. And this is where your blessings lie. With Temperance, I can see that you've been waiting for a very long time, and you've just been disappointed. And I think this is all because of your perspective, group 2. And I don't want to say everything in divine timing, because it's not even that. This is, you need to know that you are enough. You need to know that your intuition is guiding you in the correct way. And you need to know that it's okay to have fun. It's okay to cut yourself some slack, and it's okay for you to express yourself creatively. It's okay for you to daydream. I think that you're being called to daydream a little bit more. It could be that life has been trying to guide you lately into just almost neglecting what you need to do, showing up super hard when you do show up, but then using that to create space to just play. Because there's an energy of like trying to grow up really hard, really fast, trying to glow up, trying to be the next version of yourself, trying to always be the best version of yourself. And I just want to give you that like applause and validation, because you're doing an amazing job with your life, and you are on the right track. Your blessings are literally at your doorstep. They're actually in front of your face, but you're so focused on what's coming next that you're not enjoying them. You're not allowing yourself to create the space in your life right now to enjoy what's already there. So how can something else come into your life for you to enjoy? Oh my gosh, my lizard just broke free. Oh my gosh, crazy little guy. I'm going to pull some advice for you from the Starseed Oracle. I think you're really being encouraged to just have a little more fun in your life, not to be as hard on yourself. And yeah, keep showing up, keep doing what you're doing, but it's really not as serious as you, well, it's only as serious as you make it. And we're all just here doing the same thing. Like, we're here to experience life, not to work through it. You know, we don't live to work to live, you know? It's really important that you feel comfortable expressing yourself, you're surrounded by the right people, and that you're not in your head all the time. There's definitely this energy with the King of Swords next to Death here that you're learning how to just let go, and allow yourself to have more fun, because there's a lot of restriction energy here, but there's also a lot of like aspiration and just like mushy gushy like simpy energy here as well, especially with this like Scorpio Sagittarius energy. There are some things in your life you could be cutting out. In, what is it, Mesopotamian, specifically Sumerian astrology, this was used as their primary medical system. So for Scorpio and Sagittarius, unlike the rest of the signs, these two actually are healed by detoxification. So if there's something, if you're overworking or you're overindulging or you're over drinking or you're over socializing, something, you will know what it is. You're being asked to detoxify yourself from this, because it will create more space and you will actually be able to transform yourself from the inside out. You'll feel more comfortable sitting with your emotions, and you'll feel more personal freedom. The Star of David is standing out to me here, which lets me know that you can be focusing a lot on what's right in front of your face. Number 14 indicates that you are guided. You've been guided to this point. But like a diamond, you are pressurizing yourself to transform, and that's beautiful. But while you're in the middle of this process, know that sometimes it's uncomfortable to be in the middle of a change. And I think I know why my lizard just broke out of his terrarium and showed up in front of my face. He's shedding right now. When he sheds, it is the most uncomfortable thing in the entire world. He doesn't want to eat. He doesn't want to socialize. He doesn't want to do anything. He is lazy. He just wants to get really skinny and shed that old skin. And then once he's all new, he eats a ton and he runs around, and he's the most lively, happy little guy I've ever seen in my life. So you're definitely shedding some uncomfortable things right now, but allow yourself to be in the middle of this shedding process. Allow that to be okay. Come to terms with it. And then also realize that this is so that you can experience everything that you want. So while you're going through this, visualize what's coming next. But know that it's in front of your face at the same time. It's always been in the present moment. You did complete what you're here to do, and there is personal freedom in your life now. There's also an energy here of wanting to travel. It's now or never, literally. I mean, the present moment is all we have. Whether you're in the past, you're in the present, or you're in the future, it's always going to be the present moment, honestly. So if there's something that you want to do, know that you are supported in it. If you want to travel, you want to explore, you want to go take a mental health day or go camping, know that you are encouraged to do this. This will help you with your process. When you close your eyes, what do you see? Because that is what you should be doing. You're being called in a particular direction for a particular reason. And if you're being so strict with yourself that you don't claim the blessings that are in front of your face, the universe is going to let those blessings sit there and get all dusty until you need to dust them off. And then there's some more work for you to do until you need to open up the door for your more blessings after you need to process this. So be optimistic, be grateful, grab the blessings that are in front of your face, and then from here, you'll be happy and grateful and fulfilled, and then you will be giving from a full cup that is overflowing onto others, instead of just trying to work and dump out a cup that's already empty. Your advice that I pulled is weight of the world. Oh, I love this, especially for you, group 2. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. It could be that you are so stressed with current events. You could be stressed with those people around you, your work, whatever it is. Let it go. Other people's stuff is not for you to deal with. You need to set your boundaries for yourself. And I mean with yourself. Like, drink enough water, eat enough food. Yeah, show up and exercise, but also give yourself that mental health day. Like, go play. You need it. And we the Hathers, deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. You're creating a new version of yourself. And this takes time. You know, like the gestation period for humans is 9 months. which is also the number of freedom in Sagittarius. So give yourself more freedom in your day, give yourself more freedom in your life. This could have to do with an inner child problem where you didn't feel supported in some way, shape, or form. Capricorn is paternal energy, and we got an indication of a mother here as well. It could be that your entire life you've just been working, strictly working. You could be somebody who had a job as a child, like very, very young, or you were put like in very intense sports or something like this, something very, very intense. And so you've always felt like it was your job to perform for others, do things for others, and just not pour that energy into yourself. And I can see that you're trying, but the way that you're trying to do that is by working super hard or exercising super hard or focusing really, really hard. You're like, if you put that energy into yourself, you're like, okay, well then I'm going to just lift a ton of weights every day and then just do what is normal for you to do. But that's not what's healthy for you to do. There's this energy of releasing the strictness that came from your childhood so that you can really experience deep unconditional love for yourself. Man, and I mean, you can pour it onto others all day, but only after you give it to yourself. Because you can really only truly love other people after you've loved yourself. You can only take care of others and be there for others after you've done that for yourself. And honestly, it's time for you to act like a kid a little bit. It's time for you to let go. It's time for you to have a little more fun in your life. Because when you close your eyes, what do you see? Because I have a feeling you've been stuck on this your entire life, probably. Like there's something that you've always wanted, but never had the time or the space or the permission to do. So you need to let yourself have your own permission to do whatever you want with your life, because you know whose life it is, group 2? It's yours. And the only thing that you can do is find the blessing in your current situation. This is time for you to stand up. I'm hearing get up, stand up. So it's like you're standing up for your rights. You know, this could have to do with like the political things that are going on. This could have to do with standing up to people in your family. This could have to do with inner child healing. Whatever this is, stand up for yourself and your rights, because you deserve it. And honestly, no one can take anything away from you, even as physical as it seems. We are all just stardust floating around in the ether. And you're birthing a new version of yourself. So hold your vision. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing an amazing job with it. But stop being so hard on yourself. You're amazing and you're beautiful. And you deserve to enjoy your life today. Your happiness is not dependent on something or someone else, or how hard you work, or how well you perform, or whatever it is. Find the blessings in your current situation. You are everything you've ever needed. And you deserve a break, honestly. Just take a deep breath with me. Inhale. And exhale. You are so loved. You are so guided. You work so hard, and everything that you do, everything that you are is absolutely perfect. I love you so much, group 2. I'm going to leave your reading here today. I really hope this helps shed light, love, and clarity on your situation. Man, you deserve it. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this realm, which, remember, we experience so many different realms at all times. Focusing so much, so hyper-vigilantly on the physical realm can actually get in your way, because the more you try to climb rocks, the more rocks you're going to end up tripping over, you know? So close your eyes, visualize the life that you want, and then get up and live it, because who else is going to do it for you? I love you so much. Namaste. Hi there, group 3. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful card that says, "Don't forget to be yourself," with a little heart and a star, then this reading is for you. So the first thing that I'm gathering from this is that this has to do with both centering yourself, coming back to your center, but also expanding yourself at the same time, allowing yourself to maintain multifaceted, but also get down into the core of yourself, whether that be the core of your being or grounding yourself more, just coming back to your heart center and what it is that really made you who you are. You could be deep diving into some old wounds or patterns that you didn't realize were still there, or you could just be trying to be yourself a little bit extra harder today. This kind of brings up Aquarius energy a little bit. I'm going to roll the astrology dice. You have Pisces, fun and play. Number 4, solid home. And you have the South Node, which indicates, this indicates your past lives. It also indicates energy that you are inherently talented with, and your particular skill set. So this definitely has to do with some kind of inner child healing, getting creative, and letting yourself do the things that you're good at, and finding stability and comfort here. This definitely has an energy of going back to your roots. You could be healing something that has to do with your mother. You could be spending more time around water or creating things. You could have noticed that lately you've been kind of falling off the wagon back into old habits. Not that they were bad, but that they were comfortable. And not necessarily that this doesn't need to be a bad habit either. This can just be re-exploring something you haven't in a long time. Maybe if you say you used to watercolor all the time when you were little, and maybe your south node was in like Pisces, then that would indicate super watery, super creative, making a lot of art. And then your north node would be in Virgo, which would indicate that it would be more beneficial for you to create a structure around these things. So the point is to find the balance center, but you're finding yourself leaning to one side, but you're going back to your roots. Number 4 definitely has to do with stable home, security, stability. It can make you sometimes feel a little bit stuck, but I'm not really picking up on that energy. I feel like you're mostly healing wounds when it comes to nurturing yourself, allowing yourself to create expressively, and letting yourself not always feel like you need to be the best, most perfect version of yourself 100% of the time. That being said, you are allowing yourself to indulge in that which is comfortable and known to you, but you're finding comfort and stability in being yourself authentically and regardless of what anyone or anything says or thinks, because we don't have time for that, right? So I'm gonna get into the Ascended Masters Oracle. I did get some interesting cards, such as trust. There's right coming out, and see the other person's point of view in the pre-shuffle. So it could be that you're writing a little bit extra. Either way, you're expressing yourself creatively, and this is allowing you to see the perspective of other people that are in your life, because they actually remind you of an old version of yourself that you used to cling to this identity quite strongly because it did resonate with you very strongly. You have the flow of prosperity and purification. So this definitely indicates that you are either healing some inner child wounds, or just you're going into your energy and you are cleansing that which doesn't best serve you. Her breasts are really standing out to me, so that could be significant. And it looks like she's doing, I can't really see the mudra on this card, but with white Tara and purification, you are absolutely doing your energy work. And there is prosperity. Like with 4 and prosperity, I feel a little bit of like struggle energy here. Your obstacles are being removed around you, but you need to be the one to remove them. You're realizing that there are some things in your life that haven't been going the way that you want because of these deep-rooted parts of yourself that you haven't allowed yourself to access. I don't know why her waist looks so tiny to me. You could be doing like waist training. You could be focusing on like detoxifying your body, working out a little bit more. There's definitely an energy of allowing yourself to come full circle and allowing yourself to be exactly who it is you really are on a physical level, on a soul level, an inner child level, and this will bring to you your prosperity. Elephants represent also Ganesha, and removal of obstacles as well as blessings. It's also a symbol of the divine goddess, Lakshmi, flow of prosperity. So the number 18, 108, 1818, or 99 could be popping up for you a lot at this time also. So there's definitely some prosperity ahead for you, but it seems like your physical stability may be something that wasn't taught to you as a child, or maybe you weren't taught how to tend for yourself properly. This has a very strong indication of reparenting, but then also allowing yourself to play. It's like you are learning how to provide for yourself, but also simultaneously give yourself playtime. There's definitely a big energy of inner child healing here, and trying to get your money, you know? But you can't just focus on everything all the time, and you can't be perfect and be adulting all the time. Nobody can, nobody does. It's also not healthy. So you're being reminded not to forget to be yourself, and to allow yourself to speak your truth a little more, connect with the divine, and know that the best art comes from wounds. And I know that that's it's kind of hard to admit sometimes. It's hard to say, but creative processes come from our experiences, our happy and our sad experiences, and everything is equal parts both. So you're being asked to find the gratitude and the blessing in the lack you've experienced in the past, so that when abundance comes in your future, I'm hearing you neutralize it out a little more, so there's not as big of a fall when there doesn't need to be. And also this will help you flow more consistently as you learn how to put one foot in front of the other and do everything on your own. There's definitely like a loner kind kind of hermit, lone wolf energy going on here. Like if only somebody were to nurture you, or if only there was somebody to express to, or if only somebody understood you and your inner child or cared or something. You're purifying all of this dependent energy, and you're realizing that you can rely on yourself. I'm hearing there's one more message. Oh, these lotuses. Yeah, you've definitely been awakening, and I'm hearing you've been helping other people awaken as well. You definitely have some kind of healer energy, but I feel like you've been dishing out your money, your time, your energy to not necessarily the most conducive outlets to your current goals. Now, everything has been divinely guided, I'm hearing, and that you've been protected to the point where 04 also indicates angelic guidance. You've been protected in the other realms to the point where even when you were dumping your energy into the wrong things, it still would be in a way that would benefit you in the future. And maybe you're realizing how much you really were taken care of in, like, you were divinely supported when you didn't realize you were. I'm hearing, or like footsteps in the sand. Footsteps in the sand is kind of coming up a little bit for me with this message, where it's I believe the prose goes along the line of you're walking next to God, holding hands, and you're on a beach, and it's all nice and lovely, and then you experience hard times in your life, and there's only one set of footsteps in the sand, and then person looks back and they're like, God, where are you at? How come when it's hard there was only one pair of footsteps? What's up with that? And then God's like, well, it's because I got you, and I was actually carrying you through the situation. You didn't see your footprints. Like, mic drop. So that's definitely an energy. You're super supported. You always have been, you always will be, but now you're starting to take on a little more of that responsibility for yourself. But in this responsibility also comes being yourself fully, allowing yourself to play, allowing yourself to be expressive, and really doing that inner child healing. I know sometimes people like to grow up real fast. They like to be adults. They like to do their thing. They got their mind on their money on their mind. That's beautiful. Keep it up, do your thing, get your bag. But make sure that you're balancing. Particularly feminine energy is coming into play here. We have sacral energy and all feminine like colors that are popping out. So it could be that you're experiencing a little bit of a blockage between your intuitive pineal gland and your throat chakra, and you're being encouraged to go back to your roots, follow your heart, let go and let God, surrender to the divine, and allow everything to flow. Allow yourself to feel masculine, allow yourself to feel feminine, and just come from the center, heart-centered awareness. Now I'm going to get into your tarot here using the Hermetic Oracle deck. And for this one, there we go. I'm hearing don't take it. Alrighty. I'm feeling called to take a past, present, future spread for this one today, so we'll be doing that. Ooh. We have the Devil wanting to pop out, and Ace of Pentacles. So you are taking slow but steady progress towards cutting habits that don't serve you out of your life. Whatever that can be. This can be people, places, things, energies. Definitely an energy of cleansing. Alright, here we go. So in the past, you have Seven of Swords and the Sun. Yeah, so you were showing up for yourself, but having a very hard time being consistent. You just didn't know how to get to what you wanted, although you maintained your vision. This is the area where you were most guided. It's very likely that all of your efforts were being poured into others, and this made you feel like you were always coming from a place of needing to wake up and give, and then fall asleep and wake up and give again, and just kind of the circle of you were just put on this earth to do for others and use your voice for others and just speak up for others. There's definitely energy of overthinking here. This beautiful blossomed flower, which is what you aspired to grow into, there's just a big sword through it. It could be that while maybe the beginning of your life left you pretty jaded, Group 3, and you're kind of leaning into your individuality a little bit. It seems like this really has helped you overcome some karma. I'm hearing past life karma and also maybe some ancestral karma too. With the Sun, this indicates that everything has been going in your favor because your intentions are good. Look, you got Aquarius here, which is the humanitarian of the deck. It's also one of the zodiac. It's also one of the most effective healers of the deck. It is the healer, right? So you have the Sun, Lord of the Fire of the world, Leo. You learned how to put yourself first. You learned that your personal freedom and your wellness, your well-being is the most important thing. This is amazing and beautiful energy, and I really love this for you, Group 3. So 1910. So this comes to Capricorn energy, which is 10, completion of a cycle. We also have 17 and then 8. So you're creating a new perpetual cycle after you've closed out this part of your life. You realize that you can have others in your life, but you can't necessarily rely on them. You have to show up for yourself. As long as you hold the vision and you take progressive action to get to where you want to be in life, you will always get there as long as that's meant for you. And if it's not, something better will come along. You just need to have faith, and this is where surrendering to the divine comes in. You're definitely determined. There's definitely an energy of showing up, being strict with yourself, doing what you need to do, and getting your SHIT together. When it comes to maybe your relationships, any kind of relationships, familial, romantic, what's the word? Where you're friends, platonic, whatever. It seems like you were very attached to the way that you were coming off, because there was some kind of persona I'm hearing around who you were. But you're deciding to cut this out, not because it's not entirely who you are, not because it's not who you are, but because it's not entirely who you are. You're so more multifaceted than what you've been showing the world. And as you start to realize this, and you start to open up to more parts of yourself that really, really resonate with you, you're feeling a little more vulnerable, and you're finding the value in just being yourself and showing up for yourself. And the heart and the star here, it's like I'm seeing somebody who's like looking up at the stars, just like making a wish, or like, please send me my manifestation, or please just take the pain away, or please do something. And the heart again is coming back up. So there's definitely some kind of energy in the heart where you ask for a manifestation. You likely ask to be attuned to your manifestation, or to be in the right energy to receive your manifestation. And so the universe kind of dealt you a sack of potatoes to go through here. You've been needing to really go within and cleanse this energy and find all different parts of yourself. And through this pain, you've been able to transmute it, reparent yourself, have a little more fun in your life. And you're actually noticing the reason why you've been where you've been, and the reason why you're as successful as you are. This is really beautiful. In your current energy, you have justice coming over, my Queen Lakshmi. Love this goddess. And temperance. Beautiful. Wow. You have so much faith now that what is meant for you is yours. No cap, no exceptions. And with number 11 here, this is another allusion to Aquarius, but this is not coming from a place of pain. This is coming from a place of balance, understanding, acceptance with temperance here, and transmutation. Your values, your morals are not to be tampered with. They're not to be adjusted for anybody, no matter whether this is like a mother figure, whether this is a personal like partner, a romantic partner, a friend, no matter who made you feel initially in this lifetime like you don't have the right to be yourself. You've balanced these scales out. You've cleared this karma, and there are blessings that are coming towards you, likely things that you've specifically manifested and waited way longer than you felt comfortable with before. But the universe needed to put you in this uncomfortable position so that you could learn how to strictly show up for yourself. And that's coming from a place of freedom and personal transmutation, and allowing yourself to see the bigger picture and just be present in the present moment. There's a Star of David over the solar plexus here, which is saying that you are learning how to be confident in yourself, and you're creating this new image of yourself that is all encompassing. You are finally feeling free, and you're taking all of this energy from the beginning of your life. Notice how this Sagittarius arrow is pointing up here. You're taking all of your grounded initial energy from your life. Jin in Chinese medicine, it's your energy that is like storable, and then we use little bits and pieces of it throughout our life, right? So you are like rising your Jin, and you're healing it, you're transmuting it, and you're being more cognizant of where it's going. You're not just trying to store old energy, you're transmuting it, and you're allowing this beautiful sun, solar plexus energy to light your way, to light your fire. I'm hearing, we didn't start the fire, it was always burning since the world's been turning. Jam. Anyway, so you have 14. Does indicate angelic guidance, as well as both temperance and justice. In the symbolic traditional tarot, both have angels on the cards. You are really, really realizing how guided and blessed you really are. And the reason that this happened for you, not to you, but for you, is so that you could actually hold this space for other people, which you're coming back around to realize that is what you like. That is a part of you. And it doesn't always need to be coming from a place of, it doesn't need to be coming from obligation, like, I have to do this. Oh, this is what I'm here to do. No, it's because that's who you are and what you want. You want to be nice. You want to help people. Also, I want to call out this on the sun. I don't know what this actually is supposed to be, but this reminds me of the G sound in Korean, and Hangul, like the G, right? But it's also number 7, and G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. So there's definitely 77, ooh, and 1114. Oh my goodness gracious. You have always been guided and protected. You are very special. I'm hearing that you're chosen. You are very, very, ooh, wow. This energy was meant to bless the collective, but you needed to go through a little more trauma, I'm hearing, and difficulty than others so that you could really stand up and grow. Because the flowers that grow through the most adversity and make it have the biggest bloom. They have the biggest harvest. They're the most abundant. But you're also realizing to come to center and balance yourself. 4 is the number of the heart chakra. This is really significant, and 4 has been coming out quite a bit in this reading because as we expand ourselves, we expand our consciousness and our energy, and we do encompass all parts of ourselves, the divine will be so expansive in the ethereal realms. And, oh, wow, these were switched. That's so weird. And we'll be so grounded in the physical realm, but without leaning too much into one or the other, like the South Node kind of indicates, you're now coming to a place of center. And the center is the heart chakra. It's unconditional love. And as you are working through these things, you're able to transmute these energies through love and then show others how to do this. Quickly, I don't think it was a mistake that I accidentally swapped out my Muladhara here with the sacral, because it kind of indicates that maybe you were being too creative, especially with Pisces here. And it's not about creation being a bad thing. Creative is beautiful, but so there's something about definitely over identifying with something that is creative or sensual or immediate gratification or even sexual things, over identifying with something like this in order to make you feel grounded, in order to make you feel stable, secure, like you belonged. Now, or that you could or that you could be safe. Okay. But as you are rearranging and adjusting the flow of your own energy, you're feeling more confident to show up authentically. And you're transmuting all these energies through your heart center, which allow you to expand both in the grounded sense and the ethereal sense, and bring this back to center. So if you always know where your center is, you'll never get thrown off balance. Now, what's coming to my mind right now are the 5 koshas, the panchakoshas of Ayurveda. So this is the 5 sheaths, like the 5, they call it like the 5 envelopes of our energy. It's kind of like an auric body, right? So we have the earth sheath, we have the like energetic sheath, we have the mental sheath, we have the wisdom knowledge, the ethereal knowledge sheath, and then we have the ananda, the bliss sheath. So you are actually experiencing different parts of yourself, and you're learning to balance out all of these. I'm also kind of seeing like a Metatron's cube and like a Kabbalah in my head, so this could be significant as well. And also like a pentagram or pentacle, whichever your 5-pointed star of choice. Either way, 5 is a significant number. And it's kind of resonating with Pisces in a way. Not that Pisces is number 12, 12, 3, but we have 2, 3, 5, right? Numerology, not algebra, right? Anyway, so with this, it also does indicate that you are learning that there are essentially 5 different parts of you. There are 5 of our fingers, 5 of our toes, right? We have 5 dexteral outlets, right? Our arms, our legs, and our head. And you're noticing that everything about this realm is manifestable. It is here for change. It is here by change, for change. And 5 is also the number of the sun here. It's the number of Leo, not on the tarot, but on the zodiac. Sun is ruled by Leo, which is number 5, which indicates, yes, changes and challenges in the past, but this energy is getting lighter if you can feel it, group 3. It also has to do with fun. It has to do with play, being boldly and authentically yourself, unapologetically. Leo just shows up and they're like, yeah, I'm a king or queen, so what? You know it, I know it. Are we going to talk about it? Or that's so Leo. I'm not saying there needs to be this ego necessarily, but your sense of self and your ego are 2 sides of the same coin. So as you're coming to this better sense of self, you will feel more confident, but at the same time, any projection of false confidence, which is also kind of a Leo-y trait right there, can be transmuted. It's authentic. It's pure. It comes from a good, solid place of knowing who and what you are and why and how you are meant to be here and enjoy your life at the same time. Yes, you are creative and that is who you are, and you have had pain in the past, and that's okay. You have needed to learn to express yourself in kind of different ways, but you were definitely put here for a reason, and you're realizing how guided you really, really are. You're showing up for yourself and no one else. And when you show up for yourself authentically and unapologetically like this, it does allow you to hold space for others, which is the kind of person that you are, group 3, which is exactly why you needed to go through this, I'll say divine detour, in order to help you understand that you can show up for others when your cup is full, but why are you showing up for others if you're not showing up for yourself? You needed to learn how to do that. And now you are. And this likely came through picking up something you used to do when you were younger, maybe. Or something that's really comfortable for you, something that maybe you felt like you couldn't do or shouldn't do because of some kind of oppressive energy in the beginning of your life. Now, you are the only one who makes your own rules. You're reparenting yourself. There's no oppression left in this deck. There's only awareness, angelic guidance, heart-centered awareness, and this beautiful Aquarian vibe that just wants to be themselves, be quirky, be humanitarian, and just like love their life. Stand proudly in their confidence and know that they're guided, know that what's meant for them will come to them, and honestly, you're settling into a little more patience and just acceptance in life in general too. You know that what's meant for you is here, and you've done a lot of karmic cleansing for yourself, your family, and your collective. So with that, we have the sun and the moon. There's definitely a large reward coming for you that you don't see coming. I'm seeing this flow of prosperity. Now that you've purified yourself, check the lunar phases too. We did get another Pisces. The moon is the moon is ruled by Cancer, but in tarot it's ruled by Pisces. And we have an 18 here, which, what did I say, would be a significant number for you. So keep an eye out for your 18s. This will be where messages are. I'm also hearing look out for white feathers. There will be indications that your manifestation or your blessing is on the way. Now, they don't want me to tell you what this is quite yet, what's coming in for you. I am allowed to tell you there will be physical, monetary abundance involved in this, but this is not the entire blessing. They just want me to tell you that because there's an energy of kind of not knowing what's going to come, right? A little bit of, you need your stability at this point in time. So they're revealing that much. But through your expression, through your play, through the parts of you that you have needed to heal, those unbreakable towers of yourself, you're realizing that there are parts of you that wax and wane, and there are parts of you that don't. And that's okay. Just let it flow, let it transform, let it transmute. You've been so patient at assessing these parts of yourself, getting back to, I'm hearing going back to Cali. I don't know. I'm also hearing Informer by Snow in my head. So maybe it's just a good song, or maybe there is a message for you there. But with Temperance and the moon, this is Sagittarius and then Pisces. This is like, you are free. You are free to do what you want. You're free to express. You're free to create. You can live your life however you want. As long as you are taking care of your vessel, your mind, your emotions, your stability, and your connection to spirit, which I can see that you are. You are absolutely blessed. And you are really, really releasing these emotions that didn't serve you, that you maybe didn't realize were still pent up. Could be that you've had some physical ailments, maybe some chronic injuries, or like maybe like that nick in your neck for a long time, or like a little, I don't know, a bruise or something that has been long lasting, and you are healing this. This is physically being healed because you've been storing energy from the past within your body. Our mental, our emotional, our spiritual anguish can sometimes manifest into our body because our vessel obviously holds our being. And so if there is a blockage, a long-lasting blockage in our body, this is our body's way of letting us know what's going on. Now, of course, it can go the other way around too. You know, you can sleep weird, get a kink in your neck, and then wake up and then feel kind of cranky, right? But it does go all ways. So with Justice in the Sun, it's like you finally got your justice. You finally learned how to stand in your own strength and your own power. Show up for yourself. Unapologetically, it keeps coming up, that word. You're balancing. We have yin and yang, and then we also have yin and yang here, yin and yang, pardon. So things are coming to a great divine balance for you, and your blessings, everything that you've ever dreamt of, I'm hearing, is coming for you. It's going to knock on your door, and you've definitely put in the work in. At this point, you need to continue taking care of yourself and continue being free. it's really important that you finish up this work. You're at the very tail end of this. And there's maybe one more realization. This little tail on the Scorpion M is kind of standing out to me. So there might be one more little bump in the road, one more little blockage, or something. Let's just say you needed to process some things in order to really get to this one. But because you've done the work processing those other things around it, it allows you to come to this place. It allows you to heal and transmute this once and for all. And from there, the blessing will be abundant. Oh, you have the Six of Wands also in the future energy. So this is the victory card. This indicates coming together with loved ones, celebration. It can be parties, it can be marriage, it can be just any kind of happy celebratory energy. And we do have the North Node coming out here. On this deck, they put there's Leo and there's North Node, and they're not the same sign, right? This is Leo, right? And like this would be North Node. They are distinctly different. On this deck, however, where we were Pisces. At this deck, it has the North Node, and the North Node and Pisces are very linked, but you got the South Node here. So as you're balancing yourself out, you are finding new creative outlets, and I think this is going to be one of your blessings, is being allowed to carry forward a passion of yours merely because it's a passion. Nothing more, nothing less. There are going to be people coming into your life that have been through things similarly to you, and maybe at first it's difficult to express them or find that depth, but you will be able to feel, especially with all these eights coming out, you'll be able to feel that resonance. And no, these won't be trauma bonds. These will be healed bonds. These will be bonds with people who resonate with you, who understand you, and who will be here for you no matter what. You're going to definitely feel supported. You're going to feel, you know that you're guided. You already feel guided, but you're finally going to feel supported. And I think that's the big thing here. You needed to know how to support yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Now that you can, you are about to have all of this coming into your life. I'm being asked to reiterate not to worry about your financial abundance. Everything will be working itself out, and you will be receiving money that you have been looking forward to and having a difficult time accessing. You have spoken your mind, but in speaking your mind, and as we said earlier, sometimes art comes from pain, the best art. As you've been openly expressing yourself, which others are not as brave to do all the time, this has balanced the scales of the collective on a large scale, because you are putting energy out into the collective that was needed and is likely usually unseen, not because it doesn't exist, but because of social standards, because of the social expectations of people. But with Aquarius, unique energy, the sun, Leo energy, justice, temperance, the moon, all of these cards that are coming out, which are beautiful, by the way. You are beautiful, and you are weird, and you are different, and you are quirky, but you're also the same as everything and everyone else. You are just as much unique as you are part of the collective, and squishing yourself into a box or trying to put a label on yourself or define yourself in any way, shape, or form that doesn't resonate with you in the minute, that particular moment, you're just releasing all of that, and you're helping other people to do the same. And for this, you will be eternally blessed. Your blessings, number 6, they are starting to show up in the present moment. You're likely, I'm hearing spiritual upgrades as well. So you're going to be getting some more intuitive, expansive upgrades. And this is divinely guided as well. So it's very important that you stay grounded and in your heart center while this happens, so that you don't continue balancing out that hot, cold, north, south, yin, yang energy. So yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful balancing energy here. You're finally tipping the scales in your own favor, and because of this, you are helping so many others do the same, and I don't even think you realize it or see it at this point. But when you do, when it does come back around to you, which it is very, very soon, you've been so patient, I can see, and you've just been forceful, but with love. You've been lovingly, forcefully loving. You've been unapologetically loving, unconditionally loving, and this is going to come back to you, because this is the essence of your being, and you've discovered this. At the core of all your wounds, at the core of all your art, at the core of all your healing and hard work and striving for stability and purifying, doing your energy work, healing those old wounds, at the center of that is unconditional love and just mere gratitude. And you sharing this, you just being yourself, is the best gift you could ever provide anybody else. And that's all that these people coming into your life are going to want from you. And they're going to resonate with you spiritually. If you've been experiencing some, when you experience spiritual awakenings or your intuitive or psychic gifts expand or anything like this, sometimes it can feel awfully lonely. Now, just look at any tarot reading on the internet and you'll find out that you're not alone. But there's definitely an energy of like it's super trendy to just be like totally into the zodiac right now. And this is more than this. This is expansion. This is awakening of consciousness. And like, there's this like trending audio that's coming to my mind, and it's like, I'm a multi-dimensional extraterrestrial like witch bitch that'll eat your heart, numb. And it's like, if you're an energy that can see through this. There are energies that cling to this because it helps them feel better. But we are all everything, and over-identifying with things like this are not healthy. And it's not that your soul isn't multidimensional, because it is, but so is everyone's and everything's. It is not unique to you. Everyone's soul is extraterrestrial. Look at our bodies. Do they match the other beings? No. Why is this? Syrians? Like, I'm not going to get, I won't get deeper there. But when it comes to your emotions, the way that you feel about yourself, you're coming to this grand acceptance of yourself. Maybe you do resonate with being a little bit different. Maybe you feel like a fallen angel, or maybe you feel like a starseed, or maybe you just feel weird. Maybe you're just the black sheep and people don't really resonate with you. This was so that you can be more firm in yourself and you can do your healing work before your blessings come in, because you have a mission here, and your mission here is to be your beautiful, authentic self. And it would be such a shame if these things from your past were holding you back when all these blessings came in, so you couldn't fully be grateful of them and use them to the best of your advantage. So that's exactly what's been going on. At the end of the day, don't forget to be yourself, because you are a star, you are unconditionally loving, you are creative, you are stable, and your past is not there to haunt you. It's there for you to learn lessons. Life is very cyclical, and as we notice this, we notice a cycle, we break it, and then we move on to the next, and then we create. From there, after we're done breaking the cycles and coming out of them, we create our own cycles. So now you're able to spin the wheel, you're able to get the ball rolling, but it's going to be from a place of purified, healed, determined, authentic, guided energy. Not that it hasn't been, but you're really clearing it up, you're purifying it. And in order to come to this place of strong manifestation that I can feel you're a powerhouse, group 3, I can feel it. To come to this place, you've experienced quite a journey, but this is what also made you who you are. And that's okay too. The phrase, if they didn't want people to know that they were like that, they shouldn't have been acting like that, is coming to mind. So it could be that you have some kind of guilt regarding attachment to others who are not in your best interest in your life. You are being called to cut these people out, and you'll likely be noticing people magnetizing themselves to you and sticking, and people like just leaving or being called to drop people just out of nowhere. You're going to start noticing a change in the people that are around you. Know that this is divinely guided, and know that this is okay. Allow yourself to release and let go. Sometimes we let go of people, sometimes we let go of the energies of those people, and if they were really meant for us, they'll come back around. But sometimes people are here for a reason, sometimes they're here for a season, and I'm getting that there were a lot of seasonal people in your life that overstayed their welcome. And if you want these beautiful blessings and beautiful new people to come into your life, there needs to be room, right? So you're creating room for your blessings. You're being healed. You're expressing more. You're being creative, and you will find like-minded people who understand your flow, who make you feel successful and victorious and beautiful just for being yourself. And that's what you really deserve here, group 3. I pulled 2 extra cards for you. So Devil and Ace of Swords. This is kind of like coming out as a little side note. So it could be that you are having a difficult time kicking some habits. There are things you feel tied to. I would like you to maybe find the correlation between this core wound that we're talking about and these behaviors. Also, speaking your truth about what you're going through, not hiding it so that you can save face or save something or impress people that aren't really there for you in the first place. Be open and honest about what you're going through, because I have a feeling that these people that are coming into your life actually resonate with this a lot, and just like you are helping people heal, they will be able to help you heal, and your overcoming of this will help you find that transformation. I love bats. They're so cute. And their echolocation is coming to mind as well. It could be that through music, through sound healing, through your voice, things are healing, things are transmuting. I feel called right now to share with you also like the chakras with the notes, so I'll do that quickly. Well, we have, if you look at the 12 chakra system, there are 12 notes on a keyboard. If you look at just the major, like the white keys on a piano, the major notes, then you will find C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? And things always come back full circle. Please don't pitch check me. So know that you have worked so hard to get through this energy, and you don't deserve to be in this energy anymore. You deserve to speak your truth, but it's also important that you do this because there are some thoughts that have been plaguing you and you alone, but as soon as you let them out, you'll be able to release them. And that is why we communicate. We release air. And air, prana, there are different types of prana. And these 5 types of prana can help us understand the type of energy that we're dealing with and why. So if you look at these and you compare them to these habits in your life, there's like a lady who's not paying attention to the devil with like her boobs out, and she's like, yeah, I'm just here naked, all scaly and like with bad intentions, trying to just self-harm. This self-deprecating energy, it's like maybe you've been called towards energies that encourage you to be self-deprecating, or they're self-deprecating, and energies that don't pay attention to you and like have a little bit of an ego and just ignore you just for the sake of like flexing power. You are cutting through this. You don't deserve this. You deserve to rise above. Use your music, use your notes, use your sound healing, use your binaural beats. Speak your truth. The more you speak your truth, the more things will align. I mean, check the rhyme. Check the rhyme. Anyway, so I'm hearing it's important for you to know you don't need to be saved. That's the message that I was picking up kind of clairaudiently right now. You deserve to wear this crown, and people can't really express and appreciate their their gratitude for your fullness of your being if you don't allow people to know how hard you've actually had it, because you've gone through a lot. And this isn't about like flexing your pain or anything. This is just about like knowing that you're not alone. And if you don't let people in, you won't be able to trust or be trusted. I did get the trust card in the pre-shuffle before I started your reading. So know that you are protected, and that these people that are new in your life, the people that are starting to come in, they are loyal to you. You can trust them, and they're in your life for a very particular reason, and they're here to stay. These people are safe. These people are trustworthy. And if they're a little bit different from your normal type, that's actually a very, very good sign. Okay. Let me tell you about the story of how nice I am. We have whale and orca elders, and we have messenger. Beautiful. Yeah, share your song. Frequency of sound, diving deep. Oh, whatever this is, your creative outlet, and also sound. Please connect them together. They are helping you connect with the fullness of your being, your elders, your ancestors, your guides, of course, and then also transmute all those little energies that are stuck within you from your childhood, from your past, from past lives, perhaps. So make sure that you are allowing yourself to dive deep into the ocean of human endeavors, as Kesha would say. Love her. So share your music, share your thoughts, share your experiences. It's so, so important right now. And also messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance, falling over this justice with temperance, overflow of prosperity. You have definitely been in, I'm hearing lack mindset lately, and you're growing out of this, and you're finding, as you were trying to work so hard towards this, you were noticing that these wounds and this, your blockage of prosperity were connected. So now these obstacles have been removed, and as you speak your truth with messenger here, things are coming back into harmony and balance. And since you have gained a lot of like buildup of energy, like financial and prosperous energy, there's kind of like a buildup here that's waiting to come towards you. It's going to flow just like crazy, and you're cutting away this obstacle. You are speaking your truth. You are clearing up your mind. Maybe you are implementing some type of new meditation practices as well. You're getting to the root of things. You're speaking your mind, you're speaking your truth, and you're doing the work to show up for yourself. And that is the most beautiful thing. And for this energy that's been building up that you've been working so hard towards is all going to just flow at you like crazy. And you're going to be in the 6 of Wands energy like, how did I get here? Oh my goodness. You're going to be so happy. I'm hearing good for you in my head. Good for you. You're doing good. Great out there without me. So there are going to be people who are a little bit jealous. And these are going to be people who have already left your life. So if they start popping up again or they're talking smack, especially with Ace of Swords and the Devil, you don't have that energy in your life anymore. So congratulations. You don't deserve that. And you know that. And these people are haters. So I love you. I hope that this message shed light and clarity on your situation. I feel called to point out one more thing. I just don't know what it is yet. Give me one moment, please. 756. Okay. Look out for consecutive numbers. This means that someone is watching over you, or someone is thinking about you. If you're connecting with somebody or whatever this is, there's an energy that's thinking about you with consecutive numbers. So we have 7, 5, and then 6, right? So when you see like 1, 2, 3 or 3, 4, 5, know that you are not alone in that moment. But 7, 5, 6 is coming out. So it could be that in the present moment, or this is mostly in the past, these numbers, but you're learning that this is always the case. Notice that when the numbers are like almost there, like if it's 12, like say it's like 1243 and it's like an almost, know that someone is thinking about you, they're guided, but there's something about your energy that's not allowing it to flow all the way. So just keep notice of that. And then the number that is off, like for example, it would be the 4, which can indicate maybe a maternal wound. It can indicate being stuck. It can indicate being stagnant. It can mean being cozy and happy and cancery and following your intuition. Cancer is like the most intuitive sign of the entire zodiac. So pay attention to what's going on there. I do have a blog post on the 12 houses and another one on numerology, which you can find on my website, which is in the description box. If that helps, let me know. If not, let me know. Also, the 5 types of prana are on there. The panchakoshas, the sheaths, they're all on there. The chakras, like up to like the 22 chakra system, it's all up in there. Also sound healing. I have like the notes with the resonances, the hertz, all that good stuff. So take advantage of the free information. It's just there to help. I pretty much study a little bit of everything. We do, we read the Necronomicon, we read the Holy Science, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cover our bases here. Like, we read the Torah, we read, like, Zoroastrian texts, like, we read Secret Teachings of All Ages, we listen to Alan Watts, like, this is collective. And if you all ever have any suggestions to, like, podcasts, books, like people to listen to, anything, just send them on over, because this information is to share. Drop it in the comments. You're expanding your being. You have learned so much. You are learning so much, and like you are just amazing and phenomenal, and there's so much beauty and victory and everything coming towards you. So just because it's a little bit hidden right now, when you speak your truth about what's going on, every time you speak your truth, you're going to get blessed. Just a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. So just stand in this energy of knowing your blessings are here, that you deserve them, and that you are growing exactly where you need to be, in the direction you need to be, for the reasons you need to be. And that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Perfect. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're perfect. I love you, group 3. I'm going to actually leave your message here this time. I really hope this helps shed light and clarity on your situation. I'm pretty sure this was the longest reading. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this realm. Remember to stay centered in your heart, especially as you go traveling the cosmos and grounding yourself, healing those core wounds. When there's highs, there are lows. When there are lows, there are highs. If you feel an emotional roller coaster coming, love, baby. I love you so much. And you didn't start the fire, baby. It was always burning. I had to. I'm sorry. Namaste.